So you're in love and you want to bring your spouse to the US. But the real question is, do you just put the ring on her finger and do the paperwork? Or do you go ahead and get married? Every case is different. One path or the other may be the better option for you, but I'm going to tell you my preference as well. Hi, I'm attorney Jennifer Bennett. I've been practicing law since 2007. And today we're talking about one of the biggest questions that couples have. Do we do a fiancé visa or do we get married and do a spousal visa? Let's break it down in the simplest way possible in plain English. Okay, so let's say that you're already married. In this case, of course, the only option is to move forward with the spousal visa. This is a great path because your spouse will get the green card immediately and there's no extra applications. If your spouse is here in the US with you, there's also more flexibility regarding work and travel permission. And also, you're going to have a higher chance of approval because you're married and not just engaged. The cons are that it can take just a little bit longer. You do have to get married first, and we do have to show proof of the marriage. If your spouse is outside of the US, then the process does take just a little bit longer. It's 2 stages instead of 1, but that's okay because the outcome is still a green card for your spouse in America. Okay, now let's talk about the fiancé visa. You probably know it as the 90-day fiancé visa, thanks to the TV show, but this is marketing at its finest. We are getting many calls about 90-day fiancé visas, but let me tell you the pros and cons, and you can decide for yourself. So in these cases, a couple typically gets engaged outside of the US, and once the spouse comes to the US on a 90-day fiancé visa, then they get married in America. So one big pro is that it could be a little bit faster of a process than a marriage-based green card case, which honestly, in the whole context of immigration, is not that long. There are other case types that can take 8 to 10 years. Once your fiancé's visa is approved, he or she gets to come to the US, and then you can get married here in America. So let's talk about the cons of a 90-day fiancé visa. You have to get married within 90 days of your partner's entry into the US. Not 91, not 95, but within 90 days. That's really fast. Yes, I know you've met overseas before, but this is the first time you've spent an extended period of time together, and that's going to feel really fast. In my office, we've actually seen many couples break up during this time. Another con is that you don't get the green card right away. After the wedding in the US, you still have to apply for what's called adjustment of status to get the green card in America. So this can actually be a more expensive path because you have to not only pay for the K-1 fiancé visa process, but then you also have to pay for the green card once you marry in the US. So which option is right for you? If you're already married, then you choose the spousal visa. If you're okay with waiting a little bit longer, I would suggest to go ahead and get married and apply for the spousal process. That way, you're gonna come to America as a permanent resident and get your green card right away without an extra application. Choose the K-1 fiancé visa path if you want to be together as soon as possible. And you're flexible when it comes to extra paperwork and extra cost. Personally, I prefer the marriage or spousal-based visa process. However, what's right for you may depend. Sometimes I recommend fiancé visa. Every couple's goals are different. Give us a call so we can help you figure out what's best for you. I'm attorney Jennifer Bennett, and I'm helping immigrants one visa at a time.